I'm Shantel. Nice to meet y'all. You have a feast over there, and I'm very jealous.
You know.
It's right there.
No. I'm running on coffee.
Yeah, I was like, coffee, no juice. Like,
yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your character?
Yes, I can. I play Karen Baldwin, the better half of the couple that is Edward and Karen Baldwin. And I can say that because he's not here to defend it. And I am sure an astronaut wife, if you want to put a label on something. But the way that Ron crafts story, it's so much more than that, and more than I probably could have anticipated ever being in not a role that in real life maybe I would ever wanted to take on because of the sacrifices and challenges that is being the force that is on Earth and the one that gets left behind and anchors a relationship.
What would you say was one of the harder scenes that you had to shoot?
I wish I could tell you that. I wish I could tell you, but I also don't, because the most awesome thing was they didn't tell me. And maybe later on in the season, when I got the script, it was one of the most heartbreaking things, and I was terrified when I read it because I didn't know how I was going to do it. And it was such a beautiful challenge, and I was scared shitless in the best possible way as an actor when you get given material that's so brilliant and all you want to be able to do is sink your teeth in and do the best possible job. And it's like that for everybody. Honestly, you would read storylines and just like, this is so good, and you're championing every character as they go through the trials and tribulations of the world and their jobs and what they're presented with. You know, we have this overall story of the Russians landing on the moon first, which means the Americans lost. When in all actuality, of course, we won, and we defunded NASA the next day, and it was all about winning. But there's this awesome story of what if we lost and we had to overcome? What if we hit rock bottom and we had to fight through, and how would we maybe have progressed better and learned more? And there's something for each character in that, and there's also, I think, and hope, you know, part of a story that we take away and use in modern times, even though it's a period piece. There's a lot of metaphors. So.
Yeah, I wanted to get a sense of what you felt the power of this show was.
Yeah, I mean, the power is in the characters and being able to relate to them. Even though we're a period piece, and Karen is nothing like modern women, nothing, which was such a challenge for me because I was so uncertain of how women could have thought this way or done these things, or, you know, with how different we are, and you do see progress in that sense for women, but not in a way like our show tells it. And you know, the overall story for me is about overcoming, and it isn't for me quite inspirational to see the changes that we could have made and the ways we could have done better if we would have learned, if we would have lost and maybe had to fight for things. You know, and like in that fight, digging deep and learning to empathize more with one another.
So societally,
yeah.
With what you were suggesting.
Don't make me say that word.
Yeah, really, that was tough because I don't think I could say it again. So you're saying that the change, the alternate history thing, shows the actual impact on society as this thing goes on.
Yeah.
To show how we're actually positively, I assume, impacted by the fact we lost.
Yeah, and that's what's different on this show is that, you know, we watch a lot of alternate history nowadays, and maybe it feels darker and more dismal in the world, but we show it in a way where progress could have moved women forward faster, and in a lot of different respects. And the show anchors itself in different historical events or people, but they're not the main focus. They're there to kind of be a little bit of like nuggets of an egg, maybe. Well, I remember that. Oh, but this is different. That's cool. Because none of the characters are historically, you know, based on anybody. They're all out of the brilliant imagination of, you know, Ron and Matt and Meryl and our whole writing staff. And it's cool to be on a journey where they don't tell you ahead of time because you feel like an audience would. You know, and you get to watch a character unfold and not know where they're going, because that's real life. I don't know where I'm going. You know, I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But I accept that challenge, knowing what the story overall that we wanted to tell with each character. Yeah.
What initially drew you to the character, and was there anything that was like unexpected that wasn't in the initial breakdown for the role?
So I booked the show on a Friday, and I started work on Monday. It was the craziest whirlwind of, you have the role, do you want it? You have 1 hour to make a decision. And it was a no-brainer. I mean, honestly, to work with Ron I knew what kind of storytelling he would do and how talented he was. And then when you hear that Apple's behind it, you understand and know the value and the scope of where the story could reach, which is huge. Like, there's so many times we do work and people never see it, and you know that it's good work, it just doesn't get eyes on it. And so to tell a story that you believe in, and that you know people will see, because, you know, having Apple behind it is so huge. But when you're shooting it, it doesn't feel any different than any other set. You know, it's just, you're working and that's that. But you asked me the challenges, like, was there anything that was challenging? Honestly, the historical part of it was, you know, you're constantly going, I didn't live in 1969 or in the 70s, so going back and referencing and wanting to be true to the era, but also making little bits of changes here and there, because we are a little bit alternate history as well. I would say, though, that Karen, if you were to watch progress happen, Karen would be the anchor of the past. She's the one we gauge our progress against, which was a challenge because I wanted, you know, sometimes we want to grow and learn and change, and being the one left behind in a lot of respects, whether it be husband or the world, was a challenge. You have anything?
Yeah, it sounds like you had to do some research, or, you know, kind of get into the mindset of that story. So
Yeah.
what did you do? What was your method for that?
I had 2 days, and I crammed for the SATs basically. And yeah, I mean, you just dive in. You dive into every amount of research, and you use the script as kind of a jumping off point for the things you need to know and what you should kind of base on that.
Good to see you, dude.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it so much.